Hey, Kyle Likes Pie here with a very special video. As you can see, I got a bunch of little gray things there. I'm sure a lot of you will already know what they are right away. I picked up a Warhammer 40k Space Marine Battleforce just yesterday, and I've been putting some of the stuff together. I've always wanted to collect some Warhammer figures. More or less to put together and paint, but as well as possibly playing the game itself. It's supposed to come with like a rhino, as you can see there. But the rhino, this rhino, I've set it up to where it's very cool. It didn't take me that long to put it together. You see there's open spots on the back. There's a hatch in the back that opens and closes. Very nice, a lot of detail on the inside. That's going to be fun to paint. I've also got these little viewports, like these little ports on the top. They're not fully dry yet, but I'm being very careful. We also have an empty lid, which can be reversed in either way. This is a little easier. You can put that there, and you can choose to have no weapon at all. You can just have this guy looking out the top, like so. Or you can have a gun, or a gunner. Just slot that in the top there, and there you go. What I've also done is I've glued that together. It's not very good, but I'll be filing that down to make it look a little more flat. Just flat it out. You can either put that down there to where there's no like big weapon in the back, like a razorback rhino, or on the off chance I ever get the attachment for it, I have this. Just pop that on the back and then stick whatever you want on the back of there. I just didn't bother to glue. I don't want to really glue it, so that would defeat the whole purpose of variety. You can flip it either way. I think it goes this way though. Yeah, it goes that way. And you can put it on either port there. I had to file down the edges on there so that it doesn't get stuck, so it can easily come back out. So I just flip it over. And that's my rhino. Still not fully dried, but I have a couple figures done. Like I have this guy. This guy's like my pride and joy. He's like a assault trooper, or an assault space marine. Really fun. I love this guy. I put the bird head on him just for something a little more personal. He's got a shield and he's got a giant power axe. In the kit, there's a whole bunch of different varieties you can do. I chose the power axe and the shield and the bird head. The bird head is actually for the Space Marines themselves, but I just used it for the Assault Marine because this is to be a more personal Assault Marine, because it's just more personal to me. And we have this Marine with a bolt gun and a chainsaw sword, and it's just basic head. I sort of made it look like he's like hopping to the side and looking at a target. He's basically just like darting to the side and like to dodge an explosion or something, sort of looking for a new target to shoot at or slice up, whatever you really want to do. The arm was a little tricky because it seemed to want to sort of slug down, but I guess it sort of adds some more dynamic, makes it a little more dynamic. And I'm working on a third Assault Marine. It comes with like 5. I haven't chosen what I want to put on it yet. I'm just letting this dry for now, because only 1 foot fits on the ground, on the base. He's headless and armless. Oh no! What I'm eventually going to do is when I base coat this, first I'm going to paint the top of the base white. I got a bunch of paints down there in that box under the empty sprue, because I'm going to make a snow base, and I want to base coat the top of the base first before I base coat the figure itself, because I'm going to put epoxy glue or glue down there and some baking soda to make it look like snow. And I've got a bunch of random parts, some bases. I'm listening to some music into eternity. Fucking awesome. hobby clippers. I sort of improvised. I didn't have a hobby file, so I got a nail file and I sort of clipped the end of it so I can get into those tight spaces. It's worked. And a sculpting knife, I'm improvising for a hobby knife to get rid of mold lines. And pile of sprue and pile of parts and with the sprue and whatnot and all that. And I've also got the stuff that makes it all happen. On the base coat, the main coat, and I'm not going to go red or blue with like a normal Space Marine. I'm going to go Imperial Purple. Then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with a off coat or a trim coat, secondary colors. I also got some black wash and whatnot. I'm not going to go through each and every paint. It's just a paint that's in the starter hobby set. Then I just got a special Reaper paint and wash. All Citadel except for the Imperial Purple. But I'm going to let you go. I'll give you a little update on my progress. This is Kyle Likes Pie 665 signing out, and have an awesome day. And I'm joining the Warhammer 40k community. Yeah.